Welcome to the Friday Live by Pathfinder. If you're watching the replays, we do these Friday Lives and Saturday Lives every Friday, Saturday at 6:30 p.m. Generally on a topic related to CAT. Uh, the modus operandi is very simple. We present to you a couple of caselets. If it is DI or LR, there will be a couple of caselets. We'll allot some time and we will solve CAT level questions on these days. So I hope without any further delay, we are already delayed by around 3-4 minutes today. Without any further delay, let us get started. Another set of interesting questions today, and let us see how you respond to these questions. The first question is here. I am sure all of you are able to see this question. The questions are here, and the data is here, and the questions are on the right side. Actually, again, it's a very long question. I hope you are able to see the question and the data both. Are you able to see the question and the data both? I really hope so. So your time starts now. यूट्यूब पे जो पहली बार यहाँ पे है, प्लीज एक लाइक ठोक दो, और अगर कहीं शेयर कर सकते हो तो शेयर कर दो प्लीज। Okay, very good. Atharva has got the right answers. Last 2 minutes for those of you who have not been able to solve it. People watching on YouTube, if you're here for the first time, it will be great if you can like our stream and share it with anybody who needs it. I guess the time is up. People watching us on YouTube, I once again request you all, you please like the stream and share it with anybody who needs it. Now, this is another old cat question. I don't remember the year in which this appeared, but probably 2007, 8, 9, 10, one of these years, probably. And it's more dependent on logic than on any data interpretation skill. So you've been given some information. Professor Singh, he has been tracking the number of visitors to his homepage. His service provider has provided him with the following data on the country of origin of visitors and the university that they belong to. Again, what I always recommend to all of you, don't read it twice. You should have absorbed this information in one reading. Now you should spend a minute on this data that is being provided. You can see you have number of visitors, you have country-wise number of visitors on day 1, 2, and 3. So day 1, every day, every country has been represented, but that is not true on day 2 and day 3. Similarly, when you look at number of visitors, there are universities. Obviously, each university will be located in one country. So all you have to do is you have to distribute universities over countries. That's one thing which you have to do. So, just have a look at this data. If I were you, I would look at day 2 and day 3 on countries. Why? Because day 2, I can see only Netherlands and India. And day 3, I can see only UK and USA. So these, this data will give me some idea as to which university will belong to where. Now you can see that day 2, we have one number as 1 visitor from Netherlands and 2 visitors from India. What about the universities? What about the universities? Day 2, 1 visitor from Netherlands and another 2 from India. Now, can I say that University 8 is definitely from India on the basis of this? Can I say that? Why? Because only one university has 2 visitors. And since India is the only country from where 2 visitors came, that means University 8 must correspond to India. First piece of information that I derive. Similarly, University 3, what can you tell me about University 3? It must belong to Netherlands, correct? So Netherlands, we have University 3. India, we have University 8. That part we found out. What about UK and USA? Can we identify which university definitely goes to UK? So by now you've got the gist, right? Day 3, 2 visitors from UK, and day 3, University 4, there are 2 visitors. So University 4 definitely comes from UK. And similarly, University 6 definitely comes from USA. So we have been able to identify 4 universities and allocate them to 4 different countries easily. Correct? So far we have not been able to allocate a single country to Canada. Single university to Canada. Now let us look at university wise. So based on this data, can you tell me from where University 1 can belong to? Which place University 1 can belong to? You have to see, can it belong to UK? Maybe. Can it belong to USA? Maybe. Can it belong to India? Maybe. So university 1 can belong to basically any of the countries. So let's not bother about university 1. What about university 2? What can you tell me about university 2? So I'll just mark out. University 4 is UK and university 8 is India and university 3 is Netherlands, university 6 is USA. So we have these universities that are pending. So university 2, I am sure it can't belong to Netherlands. University 2 cannot belong to Netherlands, can't belong to India, can't belong to USA. So university 2 must belong to either Canada or UK. Why so? Because university 2 on the first day has 2 visitors. So I will say this belongs to Canada or UK. All right. What about university 5? Or sorry, what can you say about university 7? I'm sorry. What can you say about university 7? Again, the same thing. Canada or UK. University 7. And university 7 is 200. University 2 is also 200. So both of them can belong to either of them, either Canada or UK. So one thing is sure, Canada has 200. So there is only one day Canadian visitors are there. And similarly, UK, we have accounted the third day. Third day came from University 4 in UK. So UK and Canada, they will account for University 2 and University 7. I hope this part is clear. So now University 1, if we come back to University 1, which place can University 1 belong to? It can belong to India or Netherlands. And the same thing applies for University 5. University 5, India or Netherlands. Now we cannot deduce anything more. We cannot deduce anything more. So now we are faced with a situation where University 8 is fixed. Correct? University 6 is fixed. University 4 is fixed. And University 3 is fixed. The remaining 4 universities can belong to more than one country. Now the question here asked is University 5 belongs to which country? Look at the options. University 5, India or which? India or
Netherlands.
Netherlands, but not USA. This is the first option given to you. That must be your answer. Similarly, University 1 can belong to. Now, understand there are two types of questions here. University 1 belongs to and University 1 can belong. So this question tells you that there is a possibility. So obviously University 1 cannot belong to Canada, cannot belong to USA because they're already gone. It can belong to, and we have actually seen, it can belong to only India and Netherlands, out of which only Netherlands is one of the options. So we mark 2 and move ahead. Which among the following listed countries can possibly host 3 of the 8 listed universities? Okay. So 3 of the 8 listed universities. We can see here that India has University 1, there is a possibility. University 5 is also a possibility and University 8 is sure. So India to pakka hai. Again, this is a possibility, right? It's not necessary that they will host. There is a possibility. Similarly, we can see UK can host University 2, has definitely hosted University 4 and may host University 7. So you can see that UK and India, both countries are such that they may host 3 of the 8 listed universities. So visitors from how many universities from UK visited Professor Singh's homepage? Now, what is your answer? Obviously, possibly 3 countries could have been hosted by UK, but when you are asked for a guarantee, so which university definitely visited? Which university definitely is from UK? University 4, and which other? University 2 or University 7? One of them. University 2 or University 7. One of them and U4. So only 2 universities people visited Professor Singh's homepage in 3 days. I hope the solution is clear to you. It's a beautiful question and it tests what CAT will typically test you on. It will provide you partial information and then ask you to make, ask you to find possibilities, especially in such, allocation questions. So many questions like this have appeared in CAT. Obviously, the situations may not remain the same. The situations could be different, but the concept that is being tested is the same. Partial information, you should be able to list out all possibilities and then answer questions based on possibilities in question. So I hope this part is clear to all. Let us move to another very interesting question. It is not a CAT question, but it is a question of logic. And I don't want to give you 10 minutes for this. I would like to give you less than 10 minutes. So let me just give you less than 10 minutes for this question. Say 7 minutes. Your time starts now. Okay, anyone who solved? Not red cycle. Okay, so this is actually an easy question. If you look at the information carefully, this question is quite simple. Let us do that. Dr. Dhurandhar Bhattavadekar bought each of his two sons the same gift. The gift was one of the following items: green shirt, green trouser, blue shirt, yellow trouser, blue tie, red cycle, pink mobile phone, and a white iPhone. But being fond of creating logic puzzles, he asked each of his sons, who obviously could not communicate with each other till they solved the question, "Do you know what your gift is?" So the first time he asked the question, they both did not know what their gift was, and they answered in a negative. So they said, "No, we don't know." After a few moments, he again asked them the same question: "Do you know what your gift is?" Again, both of them answered, "No, we don't know what the gift is." And after some time, he asked both of them the same question: "Do you know what your gift is?" Now, both of them answered yes, and individually gave the correct answer to their father. "Can you find the gift?" You should know that Dhurandhar Bhattavadekar had told one of the sons the gift's color. So one of the sons knew the color, and the other son knew what the gift was, but not the color. Correct? So now imagine, let us for a moment assume that the gift was a white iPhone. Okay. And I give son 1 and son 2 color white and iPhone. Obviously, one of the sons had been given the color and another son had been given an iPhone. So if you were in their place, will you be able to identify what was your gift? If you're told white color, the gift is white in color, would you be able to identify the gift in the first instance itself? Yes or no? Yes or no? भाई अगर व्हाइट एक ही चीज है ना, व्हाइट रेड और पिंक ये एक ही चीज है. तो व्हाइट आईफोन होता, रेड साइकिल होती या पिंक मोबाइल फोन होता, तो आपको तुरंत समझ में आ जाता दैट from the color itself you would know that these possible it is this is the gift. So it tells you that it is neither a red cycle nor a pink mobile phone nor a white iPhone nor a yellow trouser either. येलो ट्राउजर भी नहीं है. तो गिफ्ट किस में से है? ग्रीन शर्ट, ग्रीन ट्राउजर, ब्लू शर्ट और ब्लू टाई. ठीक है. और देखो, ब्लू टाई भी नहीं हो सकती. क्यों नहीं हो सकती? बिकॉज एक सन को पता है कि वस्तु क्या है. वन ऑफ द सन नोज व्हाट द थिंग इज. So if one of the son knew it was a tie, he would have immediately identified blue tie. So obviously the object could not be a blue tie. So what is the object? What is the object? The object is either green shirt or a green trouser or a blue shirt. Which means the father must have given object as shirt to one of the person and color as green to another person. Because when he asked the second question, somebody knew somebody knew that the object is a shirt, but there are two shirts, one of color green and one of color blue, right? And somebody knew that the color was green, so he knew that it could have been a green shirt or a green trouser. And that is why when he asked the second question again, they did not know the answer. They would have deduced all of this. So what does it mean? that one of the person was given an item as shirt because there are two shirts, and one of the person has been given the color green, because if the color given were blue, after the first question one person would have answered, so color given could not have been blue also. So it means the object is either a green shirt or a green trouser, and it has to be green shirt because अगर ऑब्जेक्ट ट्राउजर दिया होता तो द सेकंड क्वेश्चन पे ही कोई ना कोई आइडेंटिफाई कर चुका होता. हैव यू अंडरस्टूड द रीजनिंग गाइस, और शुड आई एक्सप्लेन वंस अगेन? How many of you understood this reasoning? Want me to explain once again? If you want me, tell me. I'll explain once again. We have 2-3 minutes. Okay. So
Yes,
most
sir.
of you. Kya? Yes, sir. For what?
So please explain again.
Okay. See, did you understand that the object could not have been a white iPhone or a red cycle or a pink mobile phone? Because if one of the sun were given a color, and if one sun is given color, any of these colors, white, red or pink, what would happen? Or even yellow. Suppose you are one of the suns and you are given these one of the 4 colors. अगर व्हाइट कलर दिया होता तो आप इमीडिएटली बोल देते व्हाइट आईफोन. अगर पिंक बोला होता तो आप इमीडिएटली बोल देते पिंक मोबाइल फोन है. अगर रेड बोला होता तो यू वुड हैव इमीडिएटली सेड रेड साइकिल. और येलो बोला होता तो इमीडिएटली आप बोल देते येलो ट्राउजर. इसका मतलब क्या हुआ? दैट द ऑब्जेक्ट डज नॉट हैव कलर व्हाइट, डज नॉट हैव कलर रेड, डज नॉट हैव कलर पिंक एंड डज नॉट हैव कलर येलो. Correct? And what are the objects? Objects are shirt, trouser, tie, cycle, phone and iPhone. So if you are given object iPhone, you would immediately say that okay, it's a white iPhone. So object phone, iPhone, cycle और tie नहीं दिया है, कि इनमें से कोई भी चार में से एक कोई भी दिया होता तो that son would have identified in the first question itself. He would be able to answer that if the object is tie, then you know it's a blue tie. If the object is cycle, you know it has to be a red cycle. So therefore the objects could not be any of these 4, and colors could not be any of these. So what are the other colors remaining? Color can be green, color can be blue. So when you are at the second question stage, you have 2 options. Okay, one of the sun, he has color either green or blue, and another sun knows that item is either a shirt or a trouser. Once again, he is asked, okay, do you know the answer? And once again, the sun is not able to give the answer. In which case would he not be able to give the answer? First sun. Suppose the color given to him were blue. तो ब्लू में क्या बचा है? ब्लू में सिर्फ टाई बचा है, पर टाई तो है ही नहीं. टाई तो है ही नहीं. So the blue object is not possible. And the color given is green. So green में क्या है? What is there in green? Green में shirt भी है और trouser भी है. So for this guy, it is not possible. It is not possible to identify even at the second question stage whether it's a shirt or a trouser. So he only knows green. Now let us come to the second son. If the second son had trouser, if the second son would have trouser, he would have immediately said that okay, trouser, and he's not able to identify, that means the color is green and it must be green trouser. Because son 1 only has a green color and he has trouser, so the answer is green trouser. पर second question में भी sun 2 answer नहीं कर पाया, मतलब trouser is not the object. So what is the object? The object must be a shirt. After this, the third question is asked, and now this sun has been able to eliminate colors blue, color yellow, pink, red, white, ये सारे eliminate कर दिए. तो इस व्यक्ति के पास अब ग्रीन कलर ही बचा हुआ है और इसको पता है कि शर्ट है, so he is able to identify it's a green shirt. Similarly, Sun 1 has been able to eliminate every item, and he knows that Sun 2 has a shirt only, and this guy knows that he has green color. So Sun 1 also is able to identify which shirt it is. Are you clear here? सबको समझ में आया ये?
Yes, sir.
So it's a fantastic logic question, and I have not seen such a question in CAT, but CAT sometimes will has posed people surprises by giving one question per caselet. They'll present you one small caselet like this, and then they might ask you one question, and they can have 4 or 5 sets of such questions, and that is why you should be in the habit of solving such questions also. So today this is all that I wanted to cover. Tomorrow again we will do some questions of CAT level DI and LR. So 3 weeks are over. The next week we will move on to some questions of English. The first day would be grammar, the second day would be parajumbles, and so on. This way we will proceed with English. Thank you for joining me. Thank you all. And in case any of you wants to know about the batches, you can inquire on this number 93439 21347, or you can directly get in touch with me. I'll connect you to the right person. That's all for now. Thank you.